Hey YouTube fam, it's Rhiannon and I'm here for my Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we're going to do this a little bit differently, and we're actually going to do separate little mini readings for Sun. Then I'm going to do one for Moon, and then we're going to do one for Rising. We're going to be using Lenormand and some tarot, okay? So this is for April 1st through the 14th of 2019, starting out for Gemini Sun. So we're going to put this little sun shine here right in the way, right in the middle, I guess we should say. And let's get into it. So what does Gemini, I'm going to give you guys a shout out. Geminis are my most watched videos. They usually get double the amount of views that my other videos get. So shout out to all you Geminis. Thank you for being so loyal. I love you guys. This is going to just break it down a little bit better. If you guys are not familiar with what your moon and your rising or ascendant signs are, I'm happy to help you figure those out. And if you know what they are, I recommend watching the reading for all three, okay? It'll be easy for you to skip ahead, and you'll know if you see the sun, you'll know it's for the sun. If you see the moon, you'll know it's for the moon. So you just kind of skip ahead till you get to the right one. But for Gemini suns, so first off, we have the book. So book represents learning, studying, wisdom, information, enlightenment. So that makes sense because we know you Geminis love to study. We have the stars. So maybe you're learning into higher learning, like learning about the law of attraction, learning about like universal laws of, you know, law of attraction, free will, figuring out who you are in this universe, studying things to, you know, it's about an inward, about your universal self, right? Okay, then we just had the cross. So this represents spirituality. It represents religion. So, you know, again, like you're on this like journey of learning who you are, why you're here, what is your mission, you know, what is the meaning of life? You're kind of having this like awakening, Gemini suns, and that's amazing. We have the ship here, so there's going to be some movement. Perhaps you're going to go on a journey. Again, we can kind of talk about this. Maybe you're going to be invited to go on like a retreat or a spiritual workshop. Maybe take like a meditation retreat or, you know, something like that where because the ship represents like travel and movement. Okay. For those of you who you're not actually going to be journeying somewhere, this just shows us that there will be continued movement and growth in regards to your spiritual journeying. And maybe you're going to take a class. Maybe you want to take like a Reiki class, or maybe you want to become like a crystal healer or something like that. If that's something that you're interested in, I have a program. You can join my group where you can become a certified crystal healer, or a certified tarot and oracle card reader, or a certified aromatherapist, or a certified holistic healer. So if that's something that you really are interested in, you can message me or go to my Rhiannon Rambles page and message me there to find out more. It's an amazing group. I've talked about it in other videos, but yeah, if you're looking for a way to expand your spiritual knowledge, that would be cool. Or just go to the library, you know, go check out some books. This week, my spiritual book of the week, I'm reading the Kybalion, which is the study of Hermetic. Let me move it. The study of Hermetic philosophy of ancient Egypt and Greece. So it's basically about Thoth, the Egyptian god Thoth, which is the Egyptian god of learning and knowledge. So that would be something good for you guys to look into. But yeah, you Geminis are just, you know, continuing on your awakening journey, and that's amazing. Just keep, there's never enough knowledge to quench your guys' thirst. You guys are just endless well, and I don't mean a whale like an animal, like a well of, you just want knowledge. You could never have enough of it, and that's amazing. I'm a little bit envious of that. I have a sister who's a Gemini, and that's exactly like she is. My ex-husband and karmic soulmate was a Gemini, And he was that way too. So let's see what the tarot cards say for you guys. Gemini Sun, April 1st through the 14th. Gemini Sun, April 1st through the 14th. So the reverse Two of Pentacles. So maybe you're being a little bit, not two, Four of Pentacles. You may be holding on a little bit too tightly to your money. So maybe there is a course or something that you want to take, but you're just like, no, that's too much money. You know, you're being stingy. Again, if we're learning about the law of attraction, you can manifest more money. If you want to take this course, you want to invest in a book, or you want to invest in a spiritual workshop, or you want to go take something, quit being so stingy about it. You've got plenty of money here. The whole thing about the Four of Pentacles is he's got 3 other coins here. He's got money on top and bottom, and this one in the middle, he's like, no, that one's mine. So don't be so logical about it. Just kind of be a little bit more like a water sign and just kind of go for it, right? Now here's the Two of Pentacles. So this is here to tell us that you need to put things into balance. And I would say in regards to money, it's this kind of, look at this up and down and up and down. And you're either being really stingy or you're being really frivolous with your money. Again, Geminis are kind of they're kind of the twins, right? You kind of have a little bit of both of those personalities in you. Try to be a little bit more balanced, okay? So I guess if you're somebody who tends to overspend, all right, maybe you can't justify buying that book or that spiritual workshop right now, but you can tell yourself, hey, I'm going to be smarter with my money all the time so that I can save up for it. I'm sure that this book or this journey or this program or whatever it is that you're wanting to take is going to be available next month or in 3 months. You know what I mean? So, take some inventory of the way that your spending habits are going. Also, Pentacles is about work. So balance between work and home. Maybe your balance between your work and your research. Maybe things are a little bit out of balance. Maybe you've been spending too much time constantly researching these things and you're falling a little bit behind in work, or you're falling a little bit behind on your, exercise program. Because again, Pentacles is the body. It's the physical realm. So body, money, physical things, physical items, things like that. Okay. So Gemini Suns, you're on this quest of spiritual knowledge as always, but don't forget to pay some attention to these other areas. So money, work, home, and body need maybe a little bit of attention as well. It's funny, I kind of flipped because I was like, yeah, treat yourself. Actually, maybe you need to be a little bit more balanced. You know what I mean? Like, you can still be spiritual without buying that book. I feel a book hoarder energy here. I am not Gemini, but I tend to hoard books too. Maybe instead of buying the book, you rent the book from the library. So it's free. You still get the knowledge. And, there's ways around money with spirituality. It shouldn't always be tied together. It's up to you to find ways around it. Okay. For Gemini Sun. So now let's get into Gemini Moon. If you're a Gemini Moon. All right. What does Gemini Moon need to know for April 1st through the 14th? There's also a new moon on the 4th of April in Aries. The lilies. So lilies is about wisdom, beauty, kind of is a little bit like an older female type of an energy. It's a sexual energy because, again, it's for adults, right? Adult sex is only for adults. Wisdom, that's for adults. What else here? Gemini moons. And the bouquet. So it's a gift. Somebody's going to be gifting you something. Maybe an older woman. Maybe a sexual partner. is going to be, you know, offering you a gift, bringing you something. This could also, let's take the sex out of it. This could be like an aunt, a grandma, you know, an older woman, an older person that's wise, maybe an auntie, somebody that may be coming for a visit. Let's see, it's a man. Okay, so maybe like an uncle or a grandpa or an older brother or somebody that you look up to. I feel strongly too that for some of you Gemini moons, this represents a gentleman caller. So perhaps you're thinking and you have the opportunity to be in a relationship with an older man, and maybe you've been questioning that. And this is kind of a way to say, yes, you know, this relationship is coming in, this older man, an opportunity for a relationship with this older, wiser man. So I would say yes to that, because the lilies, it's a good person. Yep, there we go. And the heart. So for many of you, this is an actual relationship. For the rest of you, it may be just like somebody who's a family member, maybe somebody at work, somebody, again, a man who you view as wiser than you, who has something, a gift to offer you. That gift can be wisdom, but it could also be like an actual physical item. Okay. All right. Gemini moon for tarot cards. What do we have here? Whoop, with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so if this is about you in a romantic capacity, this is kind of a reminder for you to just stay open emotionally. Allow yourself to let this person come into your heart. Don't close them out. Don't push them out. Don't be cold. Be warm and loving and not cold. Express yourself emotionally instead of like holding it within. It's okay to like express that emotion. Let's see here. Page of Swords reversed. So Page of Swords would be a message, and a Swords would be a message. So we have some kind of message coming in. Oh, what happened to our queen? Did I scoop her up and then... Oh, there she is. Maybe this is a separate related thing. So maybe this is one area, this like person, this relationship with this older person is one thing. And then here is a separate message where we have a Queen of Cups, a message coming from a woman, perhaps Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Or maybe you're having some disagreements because it was reversed. So maybe you're having some kind of some verbal altercation with a water sign, or will be, because again, this is like a forecast. So kind of be watching out for that. Let's get some more tarot here to clarify what this is here for our Gemini moon sign. Gemini moon. Yeah. Reverse 10 of Cups. So there's been some, or will be some arguments, some unhappiness, feels family related, you know, somebody that you're very emotionally tied to. Maybe a mom, maybe a sister, you know, a female energy. So, and they could be a water sign. They don't have to be, but it could be, you know, your mother, sister, a friend. Yeah, that's okay. There's arguments. That's part of life, right? So part of you has this, you know, potential relationship coming in, and that's amazing. But you're going to also have some maybe little disagreements. Maybe there will be a disagreement about this older gentleman. Maybe your mom's not happy with you dating with this older gentleman or being interested in older people. And you know what? That can be her opinion, and you can have your opinion. You know, again, this is general. This isn't going to be the case for every single one of you, but for at least a couple of you watching this, that is the case. And so That's okay. They'll get over it. Maybe it's a sister, an older friend, or, you know, a woman friend that doesn't like you and this older man relationship, but they're just going to have to deal with it. That's their own problem, basically. All right, now let's go to our Gemini rising. If you're a Gemini rising, or what we would call an ascendant. Okay, what do Gemini rising? Again, if you're not sure what your rising or your moon sign is, leave me a message and I'll help you figure it out. All you need is your birth time, birth location, and birth date, which you obviously already know. Okay, so if you're a Gemini rising, we have the stork. So that's a new beginning, something new, something's going to be coming to the surface, something, a rebirth, a birth. It can mean actual pregnancy, but it can mean also just like, you know, new beginnings. Gemini rising. Gemini rising. Love. So for some of you, that's a new relationship. For some of you, that's a new beginning of a friendship or a love that, you know, somebody that you care about. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Maybe a fresh start. There's going to be some correspondence. So maybe you're going to get a letter, an email, a text. You're going to hear from somebody. This person you're spiritually connected to, they could be somebody that you go to church with. They could be somebody, you know, that's part of your spiritual community. But yeah, so new beginnings, can be romantic. It could just be somebody that you care about. Maybe you meet a new friend at church. Maybe you meet somebody that you're interested in dating at church. That will be, you know, and then you're going to get invited, because the letter can also be like an invitation. Maybe you get asked out on a date. Maybe you get asked to go to coffee. If it's a friend, maybe they just want to catch up and start over fresh. So, yeah. For Gemini rising, oh, shoot. Gemini rising. The Star. So, yeah, this is going to be a big 2 weeks for you guys, because it's a major arcana. And you know, the Star is all about, you know, universal, your destiny. I would say destiny would be a good word. Okay, let's see. I want to look for some more keywords for the Star, just because I always tend to use the same words. And for some of you guys that are not as familiar with the tarot. So the Star is about insight, inspiration, hope, good health, the gifts of spirit. Great love will be given and received. So again, you know, new beginnings on friendship, new beginnings on romance, connected to either your religious or your spiritual life. And so, yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys, let me know how you enjoyed this style of reading. I want your guys' feedback, even if it's critical, because if you guys don't enjoy this, I don't want to keep doing it. And especially, again, you Geminis, you guys are so freaking awesome. Again, I have twice as many views every time on Gemini. So your guys' opinion really matters to me. I want to give these readings exactly how you want them. So if you prefer Oracle, let me know Oracle. If you guys like the Lenormand, let me know. If you like tarot, like whatever it is, however it is, I want to make you guys happy. As always, please give me a thumbs up, a comment, a share, a like. It helps me more than you guys know, and it also helps to bring new people to the channel. The likelihood that my video will get suggested to somebody new is based on how many comments and likes I get. So it really helps me. I hope you guys have an amazing first 2 weeks of April, and we'll see you guys soon.